normal model, and graphing calculator. Day 2. We're just going to do one example. Okay. This comes from chapter 6 from the textbook exercises right here. I'm not going to do A for the drawing of it. I think you should feel very comfortable to draw the whole thing. Label the 68, label the 95, label the 99.7 model. So we're going to jump to problem B though, and what an answer for B should look like. All right, what is my expectation for you to do? What percent of adult women do you expect? So first off, it says using normal model. So we know that this distribution is normal. All right, and we know the mean, and we know the standard deviation. And this question is asking me about what percent, and over 200. So when they say this, what percent of over 200, I know I need to use normal CDF. So I know that this is a normal CDF problem based on everything that's been given to me, okay? They're asking for a percentage. Using the normal model. All right, so I'm gonna make a sketch of my normal model. I'm gonna label the center 188. All right, and what do I do now? We have 6 minutes. We can only go as much as you help me and participate. That's what I do. What do I do on this problem? Come on. Help, help. 5 minutes.
I think it's cover the number on the left and right side.
That would be the drawing the normal model. We want to answer this question for B.
For B?
What do I do? We got to answer this question. What percent of adult women do you expect to have a cholesterol levels over 200? We're not given an answer. That's a bald answer. That would give you 0 credit on the AP exam all the time. What are we going to do to find the answer?
We need to drop 200 for 180.
Not yet. Not there yet. We will. We will, Darwin.
Should we subtract?
We will eventually.
Subtract?
We will. That's a future step. That's what Darwin was just saying before. That's a next step. We haven't got there yet. Tyler, I saw you unmute yourself, or do you have anything to add?
I was going to say you make the equation with the mean and standard deviation.
That's going to be our next step. So everybody's jumping a step. You're missing a step before we get there. You're missing a step before we get there. So we haven't finished our sketch yet. The first thing we have to do is our sketch. So we're still on the sketch.
So then add the mean and the standard deviation to get
No, we're not using the 68, 95, 99.7 model.
Are we shading into the right?
Finish it, yes. A little bit more detail.
Okay, I don't know how to explain it. So 200 is to the right, and then we shade it in. Yeah, shade it to the right.
There we go. Now we've done the first step. That's our sketch. All right, now I'm going to take what everybody's been trying to do and jumping to it. So that's step 1. Now we find the z-score, which is people were talking about the subtraction.
The
So 200 minus 188.
188 over 24
Yes. Okay.
equal 0.5.
Okay. What do I do now? Step 2, done. What do I do now? Probably only going to get to this problem right here, but it's good that we go over it because this is what you need to do. And if you're going to be doing the same thing on your homework problems.
Do we cross multiply?
No.
Oh.
This is where we're going to get fancy. This is where we're going to get fancy with statistics. What are our new tools?
Well, do we use the calculator?
Yes. We use the calculator to get our answer for the area. Okay? So we need to find that area using the graphing calculator, using whatever means that we need necessary. You can use, this could mean normal CDF. It could mean Desmos. And I'm going to use Desmos for my answer here, okay? So, I go to my Desmos. Okay? I'm going to go to functions, distributions, normal distribution. The mean here is 188. And what was the standard deviation?
200.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to find the cumulative. And my minimum is, was it 200? Is where my cutoff for my minimum is? And there's my answer. 0.309. Okay. And finally, what I do to finish off my problem. Quick, we're almost out of time. About what? About 30.9% of women contexts have a cholesterol level above 200 mg over DL. Okay. That's what your answers are going to look like for pretty much all those problems that you have on your main part of your homework. I'm going to change these to gray because you're not going to write this down. So you have net, you know. So basically what's in gray, you're not going to actually show, you're just going to give me the answer right there from it that you receive. So the black to purple to red to blue. That's a complete answer right there. You do not, I mean, technically you do not need to show me how to, but you should be able to, that you're using normal CDF. If you want to write down what you have in there, but the idea is that you're using those. You're going to be doing lots of those, and I think you're doing 4 for one of your problems, and you're going to do 4 for another context distribution on top of that first problem I gave you. So you got to learn the process, you got to learn the steps, you got to make sure you do a complete sketch first, then go to those Z's, then use the graphing, then use the calculator, and then write your answer in context. If you have any more questions, please email me, come to office hours. Have a good rest of your day.
Hi, Mr.
Have a So yeah, so like I say,